headline I saw NBA, Jonathan Kuminga still declining Warriors offers. How does that whole thing end up?
I think they are going to desperately try to find a sign and trade somewhere. That's the only way. I mean, that die was cast when he didn't get in the Houston series, right? And I think that, there's like 4 guys that are in a terrible spot right now, right? Kuminga, Giddey, Cam Thomas at the Nets, and then to a lesser extent Quentin Grimes, who is probably the best shooting guard.
And when you say that, is it because, I don't mean to oversimplify it, but like there's no way to get that middle money anymore?
No, there's no way to. No, they can get the middle money. They want the big money, and nobody has the big money.
That's right.
Right? And if you're a restricted free agent, as we always say, life is leverage.
Right.
They have no leverage. Right?
There's nowhere for you to go.
They want at least the first 3 that I named, save Grimes, okay? So we're talking Kuminga, Giddey, Cam Thomas. All of them fancy themselves as getting the same contract that Jalen Johnson with Atlanta got, which is 5 years, 100 and, it's 5 years, 130 million, 100 and, what was it? 550? Yeah, it's 30 a year.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
30,
but 30 a year is the middle contract in today's NBA. But you get the point.
But so Giddey's being offered, by all accounts, about 20.
Yeah.
And Cam Thomas is being offered 14.
Right.
Right? And Kuminga is being offered more like the Cam Thomas range,
it was
right?
5,150 for Jalen Johnson.
Right, okay, and that's what they want.
Right.
None of them are $30 million players.
Right.
But there's no offer sheet you can go sign to force your team to do it. And Kuminga is in a different spot than maybe the other two, right? And the other thing is you're in a tough spot because your other option is take the qualifying offer, play it out, become unrestricted next summer. Well, unless the case of Giddey, but more the other two, Kuminga and Cam Thomas, bro, they will absolutely screw your minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guarantee you, Cam Thomas tries to play it out on a qualifying offer, you watch his minutes. And watch what happens, because they're going to say, no, we need to develop for the future. We need to play the young guys. We need to play Igor. We need to play this guy. We need to play that guy, right? And so you're not going to end up with that. I think that in your mind, you go, I'll play that qualifying offer and I'll go average 28. Bro, you ain't going to get a chance to average 28, right? They're not going to let you. Kuminga, same deal, right?
They've already
screwed you.
Yes.
Right.
They've already screwed up your money.
Right.
So he's trying to find a way, and I guess the Kings are probably the most likely because they've said the Kings and the Suns were 2 of the teams that have at least showed interest in a possible sign and trade, but that the Warriors want a first-round pick back in the deal. Suns don't have that. Obviously, we've got the Suns one, and then the Kings do, but the Kings want to give up like some kind of collection of Dario Saric and Devin Carter and that crew, and they kind of if the Warriors want to do that deal, then they want a Keegan Bradley or they want a Keon Ellis or they want one of those guys. So I guess I would be surprised. I'd be shocked if Kuminga is wearing a Warriors uniform next year. And so I'm unsurprised that he is turning down their deals. He fancies himself as a player that should be playing a lot more.
Right.
He probably should be playing more, right? There's somewhere in the middle. What Jonathan Kuminga thinks he is, and what he actually is,
and then what Steve Kerr
thinks of him, right? Yes. I mean, there's probably something in the middle. But I think it stands to reason this was the absolute worst year to be a restricted free agent if your team is not all in on you. Right? And guys like Cam Thomas should just take the $14 million because guys like that don't get paid.
Right.
You aren't what? Look at what Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford, Jordan Clarkson, what all those guys got paid over the course of their career. It's not valued as much. You're a bench heater.
Right.
You're not starting for anybody good ever.
I saw Zach Lowe say something along those lines, and he popped back off at Zach Lowe. Do you see that one?
Cam Johnson? What'd he do? Or Cam Thomas? What'd he do?
It was he quote tweeted Zach Lowe with F you, Zach Lowe. Because Zach Lowe was I'm talking around the league, and I just don't know where there's a market for Cam Thomas. And Cam Thomas quote tweeting it F you, Zach Lowe.
Yeah. There isn't.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you 24 points a game on a team that loses every single night not.
That's not.
No, you are. And he is. Right. He's an outstanding scorer. He's a bench heater.
Yeah.
Right? That's what he is.
Right.
And those guys do have value, but Not that much.
Not that much.
Look what we just gave Ty Jerome.
Right.
He was second in the league in Sixth Man of the Year.
Yeah.
By the way, the Sixth Man of the Year, Peyton Pritchard. Go look at what his contract is.
Right.
These guys don't even get paid $10 million a year.
Right.
Bro, take your 14.
Take your 14 and get out of here.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m.